Go to Dan Mitchell right now. First, I want to get his reaction to these latest developments of this whole birth thing. If you don't mind my starting with this, Dan, I know that was not the planned subject. We're going to get to China in a second, but this seems to be gathering some fire here. This whole issue of whether Senator Ted Cruz can run for president. What do you think?
Well, he is running for president,
Absolutely.
so I'm not sure that the complaints from other campaigns really matter a lot. Ultimately, I think people are going to judge these matters in the caucuses and primaries on the basis of which Republican do they think represents their interest and has the right views and values.
And
so
none of this
I think it's a tempest in a teapot.
Yeah, none of this would have mattered if Cruz weren't polling well. He's polling well, and they're throwing a lot out there. But I do think, with all respect to you, that they're just trying, those who are raising it from Senator McCain to Donald Trump to Senator Rand Paul, they're just trying to raise this element of doubt where, look, if you had a close call, much as you like Ted Cruz, it could be risky, there could be legal issues, move on. And that's all they want to do. What do you think?
That could be true. They say all is fair in love and war. Well,
Right.
We can add politics to that as well.
All right, so do you think this has staying power? I told you about this Quinnipiac poll that shows Donald Trump leading, albeit by just a couple of points, over Ted Cruz. I don't know how much of this covered the period at which we were debating this very issue, but do you think it's going to hurt him, Ted Cruz?
I can't imagine that it will at the end of the day. Now, I'm a policy wonk, not a political expert, so I'd probably be the last person to give an informed opinion on this. But I do talk to a lot of conservative people around the country, small government people around the country, and none of them has ever raised this issue, even in the last several days where I've been at a couple of conferences.
All right, so as far as the big issues, the overarching issues, for example, the president tomorrow in his State of the Union address, what do you think he's most vulnerable on when he starts outlining sort of like a triumph parade on his final year in office?
Well, I don't know that he's the one most vulnerable. Perhaps Hillary Clinton is, but I think the fact that America has been in the weakest economic recovery in the post-World War II era, I think ultimately that's going to come back and bite Democrats in the rear end. Median household income numbers aren't good. Labor force participation numbers aren't good. Yes, we might look pretty good compared to Europe, but 2% growth by American standards just isn't something to write home about.
Dan Mitchell, thank you very much, and thanks for indulging my tacky political questions. I always appreciate it.